I'm Mike, it's Rudy's Firearms. We're back again for another YouTube video. And today we're talking about one of my favorite calibers, 300 Blackout. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you've probably heard my rant about how versatile 300 Black is in a short barrel configuration. It offers you the ability to use supers or subs, right? So it's going to be remarkably hearing safe if you're using a good silencer. And if you do want to go loud, they have amazing ammo offerings from people like Just Cause, Discreet Ballistics, Barnes, Hornady, you name it. It has become a very popular cartridge. So today I brought out my 10.5 Noveske chainsaw from one of my favorite brands and favorite companies. It was a rifle I picked up, well, a pistol I should say, a few years back. I wanted something that was similar to my Mark 18, similar to my Noveske Gen 4 at the time, but in 300 Blackout. The Honey Badger is a great gun, it's just a little short. So I wanted to hang a light on there, and I wanted to be able to use it in the same manner that I use my Mark 18. So I grabbed this guy, and I've been nothing but pleased with it. So today, we're going to review the Noveske 300 Blackout 10.5 chainsaw. It's pretty much their affordable entry into the brand. It's a good gun. I'm just going to go ahead and start off by saying that. I like it. I think you guys should at least check it out. There's not a whole lot of sub $2,000 offerings in that market that's going to give you what Noveske gives you. And it's pretty much a Gen 3 rifle. It doesn't have ambi features. You're not going to get the Magpul Pro sights, but you're going to get everything that you need from a great company that's been in the industry for a long time. So let me shut up and shoot. All right. Alright, so this is my Noveske chainsaw. So, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Die-Free Co. grips, the Edgar Sherman Design slings, and the Edgar Sherman Design hand stop. On this bad boy, we have a Q whistle tip and a cherry bomb. That's so that I can utilize my Q Thunder Chicken, which is, in my opinion, one of the best 300 Blackout cans you could buy. I really do like this gun. It is set up very simplistic and easy to use. It's a home defense style gun. So, like I said, I'm going to shut up and shoot, and it's hard to find a 300 that will cycle subs or supers without a suppressor, right? So this gun will cycle both. Most of the time, if you're not using a can, you are going to have to use supersonic ammo. So the first rounds will be Ammo Inc. Subsonic 220 grain, and I'll give you guys 5 of those, and then we'll give you 5 more of the 147 grain. I want to say it's Armscore. All right, here we go. So there was 5 of the Ammo Inc. 220, and the gun runs it flawlessly. It's a well-built gun. Again, you should not expect anything less from Noveske. They are one of the best manufacturers in the game. So 5 more, 147. Here we go. Really nice. And you know, the cherry bomb gets a lot of hate, but with the whistle tip, it does its job, and it is a great suppressor host. Every week at the shop, we tend to run out of them. I'm going to be honest with you. It is the most popular mounting device that we have for 300 Blackout cans. A lot of times people buy a Plan B, or they'll buy a Reardon mount, and they'll run it with anything that is hub compatible. Why? Because tapers work. So I'm going to empty the rest of this mag, and we're going to walk back up and grab the suppressor and show you what supers sound like through a Thunder Chicken, and then show you what subs sound like through a Thunder Chicken. Super cool gun from a super cool company. Alright, so this is the cherry bomb mounting system in which I spoke of. These things are super easy to install. You just need a 1/2-inch socket and a little rock set, and you can throw it on most any firearm that you're going to want to mount a can to. That's the 300 Blackout configuration. So this is the Thunder Chicken. You guys have seen me shoot this thing before. Really lightweight can. It is going to be titanium. It is perfect for suppression. I love this can. It is my favorite 300 Blackout can on the market. So literally all you have to do is set this on there and just tighten it down. Hand tight's good. And we are running the Lancer 300 Blackout mags. The first mag you see me use was a Magpul T-Mag. And in this mag, we have 5 rounds of 147 grain supers from Armscore. And the rest of the mag is going to be loaded with the Ammo Inc. 220 grain Stealth. It's really quiet. You get a lot of hate from Ammo Inc., but I haven't had any issues with their stealth stuff. And we also have some of the Super Suppressed from Winchester and the Sierra 220 Match King ammo subsonic. This ammo is super clean, runs really great. That said, I haven't had problems with any of these manufacturers. I love their ammo and it works well. So let's take you down there and let you hear what this is going to sound like with supers, with the Thunder Chicken, and then subs. All right, the first 5 is going to be supers. Really not that bad. Would I say it's hearing safe? Probably not. So that said, I would recommend if you are going to shoot supersonic ammo, just run ears. It's better to be safe than sorry. I do not lead by example, by no means. Me personally, I've shot quite a bit of 5.56 through cans and 300 Blackout through cans that both are supersonic and most likely will cause long-term hearing damage, and I don't want that for you guys. So let's play by the rules. So the next 5 will be that Ammo Inc. 220 grain. Yeah, man, this stuff is just awesome. And I'm pretty sure I shot more than 5 rounds there. It's hard to stop and count when you enjoy something so much. It's goofy how quiet this gun is, how soft it shoots, and how well built it is. Again, you know, John Noveske pioneered a company that we would come to know as one of the best manufacturers in the game. They arguably have the best stainless steel barrel that you could buy if you're wanting to build your own AR, and they make some of the best receiver sets, rails, just guns in general. They literally are a work of art. The only company that rivals them for a factory-built gun with a stainless steel barrel is Radiant. But again, Noveske is nothing short than great. You're not losing a single thing by choosing a chainsaw over a Gen 4, in my opinion. I have them both. I really love this gun. This gun runs like it should. And I get it. My opinion's biased. I spent my hard-earned money to buy this thing, and I like it. There's not a whole lot of competition in that sub $2,000 market. Look, you can buy a DD, PDW. I had one of those. Those are good. You can buy a Sugar Weasel. Love Q. Really good. I do like this better than the Q Sugar Weasel on 300 Blackout. And you could buy a Daniel Defense V7 under 2K. But as far as I'm concerned, this is your best offering if you're wanting a short barrel rifle or a pistol length AR that is just going to work. My only complaint is the twist rate. It could have been 1 in 5. That said, I don't know of a single manufacturer that's doing 1 in 5 under 2K. The gas block's properly pinned on here. Everything's done right. It's a pet peeve of mine when I see a set screw gas block. Let's do it right. And everything they do right. I really enjoyed this gun. Yeah, it's great. You know, it's really cool. Well, for an unbiased review, I'm going to now pass this thing off to Ian and let him shoot it and tell you what he thinks about it. All right.
So out of 300 Blackout, I think there's only 2 guns, well, 1 gun so far that I've shot, which is the Honey Badger, Mike's Honey Badger, which I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm pretty certain I'll enjoy this too, and if it's just as quiet, I can't imagine it's not. So let's see. It's smooth. It's quiet. Smells good. Looks good. Feels good. I've never had anything against Noveske. If I wanted to spend that much money, I definitely would get one.
I mean, I don't feel like there's any other options, man, under 2K that's going to be a great gun that's going to cycle both supers and subs unsuppressed.
Yeah, yeah. And just the dependability of direct impingement is, I mean, perfect in my opinion. Eventually, I'll probably get a 300 blackout, but until then, I'll just shoot yours.
Yeah, you already have a can, man. It's calling you. I've tried.
I've
but
got 2 cans.
Yeah, dude. I mean, 300 blackout and that barrel length does everything 5.56 can do, but better. Whether it's loud or quiet. A lot of people want to just go to the ballistic gel testing, and I get it, man. But there is something to be said about mass. When you can lob a big 220 grain lead pill at something quietly, it's effective. 62 grain, you know, is cool, and so is 77 grain and stuff like that too. But just to have that sheer mass of a 220 grain bullet, most people have no idea that you're shooting a 7.62 caliber projectile through your standard AR-15. And the fact that you can just grab a magazine and change from supers to sub without having to deal with a gas system setting or any of that in a gun that is completely reliable from my experience, I mean, it sells itself.
It's a pick up and go gun. No
Yeah,
matter
man.
what the situation is.
I agree, and I'm very pleased with it. So I guess we'll grab a few more rounds and then see what we can get as far as hits on target and show you guys how well this thing shoots. All right. All right, so I'm going to let Ian re-verify zero with this Trijicon MRO at 50 yards, and we're going to see what kind of hits we can get with this guy. So he is going to be shooting 220 grain subs, again from Ammo Inc. And we're going to see what we can do as far as getting some rounds on target accurately out of this Noveske 10.5 with their stainless barrel.
Can't even see it on paper. Try again.
He is shooting at a very small shooting seat. To be honest, this gun has not been shot as much as the Honey Badger or some of the other guns that I own. So we're going to make some adjustments and get this thing where it needs to be.
Let's go double check.
All right, buddy. We're going to walk down there and we're going to double check on this thing. All right, so we were making some minor adjustments and I was helping Ian call shots. And it turns out that if you adjust an optic in the complete wrong direction, those minor adjustments become major. So here we are on the 25-yard line, re-sighting in a somewhat sighted in MRO. What do you think, Ian?
It's sighted in now.
I think it was slightly off before, but now we're better than what we were. Hey.
Oh yeah. I mean, better than what we were before we started. Definitely worse when I got into it, but much better now that I've realized what I was doing.
Yeah.
So now we're actually adjusting in the right direction. So I'm right on it now. I should be right there. I might have to come to the right just a half inch.
Yeah, so this gun is more than capable, and these 220 grain Sierra bullets work very, very well. At 25, he is stacking rounds, but he is trying to move it to the bullseye, being that, yeah, minor adjustments were made. All right, guys, so we'll push this thing out to 50 here in a minute. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
All right, so we're actually on paper now. I'm not. I have astigmatism, and I'm a little shaky on just like a piece of wood. But now that we're actually on paper, I can at least get a somewhat half-assed decent group right there.
So we got a 3-shot group there, and it looks to be just around an inch with 2 20-grain Sierra open tip match ammo. So pretty decent. He's not using the magnifier. He is just using the MRO itself. So the gun is more than capable than both of us. Is there a way to sight this in better? Yes. Is there better shooters out there than both of us? Absolutely. Am I capable of doing this? For sure. But I let him fix his mistake when he unsighted the gun even further. And this is where we are now. So we're going to shoot a few more rounds and we're going to close. We love this gun, or at least I do. What do you think, Ian?
I like it. It's really, I mean, I have nothing against 300 Blackout. Eventually, I probably will get a 300 Blackout, whether it's going to be a Noveske or a Q, maybe a Daniel. I don't know yet, but eventually I'll have one. They are cool.
You need one, man. It is like the best thing for CQB.
Yeah.
I'm a believer in it, man. You know, Virgil at the shop had been speaking the gospel of 300 Blackout for years, and I was like, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. And then I bought a Honey Badger, and that is by far my favorite 300 platform. And the Noveske is a great gun, but, you know, it doesn't get used the same. You know, every time we're out here, dude, we're shooting a 300 Blackout. And that gun is a Honey Badger. Whether it's me shooting it or Fred shooting his, or, you know, Virgil's getting one now, John's got one, everybody's got one except you, Ian. You're late to the party, man.
I like my 5.56. I like my 308.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a little slow to the uptake, that's all.
Yeah, man, it's like an MP5, which you have, but better, man. It shoots bigger bullets, you know.
Better than my MP5.
Yeah, whatever, man. All right, I'm going to shoot a few rounds and we'll close the video. I will say it is quite challenging to use a MRO or any red dot at 50 yards with the naked eye. I have some adjustments to make on the magnifier, but once I got these two within an inch of each other, I was able with the last 3 rounds, and it was a different ammo altogether. It was Ammo Inc. 220. Basically, I would say that that's sub-MOA. Wouldn't you, Ian? That's under an inch. So we were cutting bullet holes 1, 2, and 3 there. So Noveske Rifleworks is known for accuracy. Could I have done better if I had an LPVO? Absolutely. Could I have done better if I would have used the magnifier correctly? Yes, I could have. But I'll take it, you know. So I fired 3 rounds, the last 3 here. Then, you know, the first one leading up that was here. So this is under an inch, and then we had these 2 that were pretty high. But for what I'm capable of doing with just a red dot, I'll take it. I am horribly nearsighted, so I have to wear glasses to see anything at any distance. And yeah, this gun is far more capable than I am. I don't know of a better offering you're going to get on the market outside of the Noveske chainsaw. You know, like I said, my only qualm with it is a 1 in 7, but it is quiet, it is reliable, it does not skip a beat. The MRO on it's great, the magnifier's good, everything about the gun is nice. Like I said before, I'm a big fan of 300. For a CQB gun, this gun will do everything that it needs to do, you know. I really, really do like this gun. And I think that you should check it out. What do you have to say about it, Ian?
I enjoy it. Like I said, I'm definitely going to consider a 300 Blackout. I don't know which or when, but I like it.
Well, I mean, I heard from SHOT Show recently there is some really surprising things that are coming out, and I know that you already have a Q-Can, actually a couple of them, and a few other products that would allow you to use, you know, a cherry bomb on. So it's only natural that you pick up something very similar, in my opinion, to the Badger, the Weasel, or one of the Noveskes. You could be the guy, man, the dude for that new PSA mixtape. That's got your name all over it, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dude, get you a mixtape. They're just as good, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to get that kind of accuracy out of a mixtape.
I mean, maybe this kind of accuracy.
Dude, battles are won with volume of fire. You just send a volley, man. Like, the mixtape's got your name on it, man.
And 300 ain't the cheapest round.
That's fine. That's fine, man. You got a credit card. It's not American not to owe people money.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we get back to the shop, we're going to get in a 4473, and we're going to see if we can't talk him into something from Noveske Rifleworks. Let us know what you think about our video in the comments. We really do appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. This is more of a, actual review. It's not very humor-filled. There's not a whole lot of nonsense going on today. We wanted to give you guys something that is completely honest, unfiltered, and show you a gun that I personally own. Something that I personally use, that I invested my money in. And everything you see on our channel, we own. Or I'm using it from the shop. And I'm not going to carry anything in the store that I wouldn't want to sell to myself or to you as a customer. Why? Because integrity is priceless. And if you don't value yourself and value others, then why do it, man? You don't have to be dishonest to run a business. We're a shop, not a store, and we're going to keep it real all the time. So as always, I'm Mike. This is Rudy's Firearms. Go with God. You'll never be lost. Later.